In the cover page, we see Natsu and Happy having fun. In the first panel, we see they've arrived to their destination, southern Giltina Valeria region. We see jellyfish-like things. Natsu asks, "What are these things?" To which Happy replies, "They look like walking jellyfish." Natsu says, "I bet I can eat these things." To which Gray says, "Don't," and Irase says, "Natsu, don't touch them so recklessly. What if they're poisonous?" We see Lucy holding them and says, "They're kinda cute, aren't they?" To which Wendy says, "Yes, they are." We see the jellyfish in her hand. We see it starts to panic. And all of them suddenly attack her, and one also goes inside her mouth. To which Wendy is shocked and shouts, "Lucy." In the last panel, we see her removing the jelly from her mouth while crying. Natsu says while laughing says, "Ha ha ha. Look like Lucy started eating them first." Natsu also gets attacked too. Irase says, "Be careful. It seems these things try to climb inside your body." Gray says, "Don't have to tell me twice." While Natsu and Lucy are trying to get free, Carla says, "Happy, do something." To which Happy says, "I have never eaten a jellyfish." Wendy starts her attack, Sky Dragons. Roar. We see all the jellyfish are blown by her attack. While Wendy says, "I am sorry, little jellyfishes." Lucy says, the inside of my mouth is sorta numb." Natsu says, "I just ate that thing." Gray says, "If you get poisoned and die, I am going to say I told you so." Irase says, "There are a lot of strange things. Be wary." We see Natsu is again excited and says, "Look, a pig with antlers." Irase says, "Speak of the devil." We see Lucy tongue tingles while Gray is checking her. To complete the 100-year quest, we have come to Giltina Continent, north of Ishgar. It's all very new and very scary. It's completely foreign. We know nothing about this continent. The specific task of the 100-year quest is to seal 5 dragons known as the Holy Pentadrakes. LF Syria says, each of them is arguably as strong as Acnologia. We see Natsu hitting fists. Dragon killing? I am getting all fired up. Urza says, Natsu is the one who defeated Acnologia. We should be able to complete this job. To which LF Syria is very shocked. Natsu, while excited, asks, "So, where are these 5 dragons?" LF Syria says, "So are you." He remains quiet for a bit. Wendy asks, "Is something the matter?" He continues, "So this the last then." To which Team Natsu is shocked. If mages of your caliber cannot complete the 100 years quest, none in all the world will be able to. So, this is the last. My last hope. To which Natsu says, "Yep, the last. 'Cause we'll complete it." Apparently, the Holy Pentadrakes were completely uninvolved in the history leading up to the Wars of the Dragon King Festival. Their very existence was kept a secret. Even among the Magic Council, those who knew of them numbered few. The 5 dragons keep their peace unless something massive occurs. But if they go to war, the earth will be rent, and the sky will burn. They are disaster incarnate. Lucy says, LF Syria learned first of their existence and began to learn Dragon Slayer magic. But he was unable to do a thing to them. He believed someday someone would come along that could soust where he had failed, so he made his mission a quest. This was all more than 100 years ago. Natsu asks, "Say." Carla says, "I suppose he didn't know where to find the Pentadrakes." Natsu says, "Gildarts." Was he trying to defeat Acnologia, even though Acnologia is not related to the Holy Pentadrakes? To which Happy says, "I guess you can't blame him for mixing them up." We see LF Syria saying, "On one of the Pentadrakes, the water god dragon Merkfoviad, I know not where all of them are, but I have a lead. Some clue to his whereabouts should still remain there. It once worshipped Merkfovia as a god. If you travel southwest through Valeria, you will find the harbor town Elmina." Natsu says, "Gildarts probably went there first, right?" To which Gray says, "Why'd he randomly come back to Ishgar then?" We see Lucy saying, "I am more curious about what the reward is." "It's not like that." To which Happy replies while laughing, "Here she goes." LF Syria says, "One final matter remains. Your reward." Natsu says, "Oh, I forgot all about that. We see Lucy is finally happy in the background after hearing the reward. He continues, one thing. In the last panel we see Urza. I shall grant you whatever you desire. From all that is in this world, I shall grant you one thing of your choosing. We see the whole team Natsu is shocked. We see Lucy thinking, whatever we desire, is way too vague. I mean, we see her thinking about her broken celestial key. Happy asks her, do you have something you want? Happy then says, oh, I know. A lifetime's worth of rent. To which Lucy replies, I'd rather just ask for a house. Gray says, I'd ask for a cat like Frosh. We see Frosh says, Fro thinks so too. Wendy says, I'd ask for breasts. While blushing. While Natsu replies, no, very demanding are you, Wendy? To which Wendy replies, what? But that's one of the things I want most. Irase says, to be sure, whatever we desire is so difficult to grasp it almost sounds preposterous. But let us not count our chickens just yet. Carla says, yep. But I guess a reward like this befits the 100-year quest. We see the team Natsu agrees. It's Elmina. We see another team arrives from Fairy Tale and Magnolia. We see Juvia asks, Gajel? What's with the outfit? And Lay asks, you too, Lily. We see Gajeel saying, detectives gotta wear trench coats, right? The girls ask, detectives? Panther Lily says, that new girl. The one named Tuka. She knew Briar's name. Juvia says, Brer. We see Lee saying, a member of Avatar, we captured her a year ago. Also, Juvia says, I remember now. She had a thing for my dear Gray. Panther Lily says her name isn't well known. But Tuka knew it anyway. Gajeel says, so. I am gonna use my Magic Council detective abilities to investigate Tuka. Juvia says, I agree. Juvia finds Tuka rather strange too. My detective sense is tingling. We'll tail her first. Panther Lily says, just so you know that's not actually a deduction. We see Lee saying, to doubt a fellow member. In the next panel we see, they have arrived in the town of Elmina. Gary says, whoa. I can smell the sea. Natsu says, the walls of these buildings are really dirty. Wendy says, it's probably an old city. Lucy says, especially you two, Natsu and Happy. Don't get lost, okay? Happy says, harbor towns have a lot of fish, right? Carla says, not interested. Urza says, let's start with lodgings. In the next panel we see two people are watching Team Natsu. We see a man says, another group of travelers. Huh. We see from behind a lady says, they are mages from the southern continent. Lord Water God. The first dragon god is revealed. If you enjoyed our journey through the world of manga, don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more captivating insights.